Multiple hostiles incoming. Signs for any team.
Oh no, that is not what needs to be shown. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the North American Firewall League Season 2 match between HoonsGoons and the DeathSquad. We are only working from one perspective. I am your host, Wolf Craze. Followed next to me is Titch, whose name I have to get back up there. Guys, we are sprinting to the start here. We're just going to move right on. We are only getting the perspective from HoonsGoons, which you will see there. That is not the HoonsGoons names. But Titch, why don't you take over, let them know what's happening, and I will make these corrections.
Yeah, it looks like we just got into the first game. For those that were possibly in the other match, looks like they all blew themselves up early. Looks like we had an early start. So we do have HoonsGoons on the attack, DeathSquad on defense. Looks like they are going around through the alleyway, trying to come up from the behind on the flank. We have, whose perspective do we have?
This is coming from, my gosh, why can't I? Chuck's perspective.
Chuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Beaton going down. Hoon getting the revive. Chuck downing White Blood. Gray Fox reviving. Quite a bit of an exchange going on at the back here. Okay. Chuck getting down. Getting him with the elimination on the impact grenades. Pushing out, trying to get some shots, hopefully over top of that. Car does get him down, and I do believe that is it.
Let me check over here, Gray.
Laptop is open.
HoonsGoons is just going and getting the victory nice and quick, like doing it in beautiful splendor.
Kind of jumping into this a little quick, guys, so bear with us if we seem a little bit out of place. We are we had some issues before we went live here, so we've been trying to play catch up.
Why does it keep dropping you out? I don't understand that. Okay. Guys, it wouldn't be amateur hour commentary if this stuff didn't happen. I had like no time today. I had no time to get ready, so I apologize. There are a few things that are just not working. Paco's not available, so I'm working with the madness of the setup that he created, and just trying to make the edits as quick as possible. I had 2 links, but now we're only going from one perspective. So yeah, right now it's a bit crazy, but thank you guys for joining regardless. You all have issues long before Firewall. That's so true, Karen.
That's true. Very true.
So thank you for tuning in. Tonight is HoonsGoons and DeathSquad 5. I don't have any predictions here other than that the HoonsGoons are going to win if that first match is going to be telling at all. But hopefully from here on out, it's relatively smooth, guys. I'm going to continue to try to work on my end. You might hear Titch talking a little bit more tonight than usual. So yeah, why don't we go into the next one? It looks like the HoonsGoons they started from the attack position, and they're going to be moving into the defensive position.
Yeah, what does Swami think? Swami thinks it's going to be a 11-1, as that's what the Swami predicts today. But HoonsGoons moving in on to the defensive. Let's see what they got here. It looks like... Is this the same spot? It is the same spot.
Yeah, don't let them.
So we have the same spawn position as the last game, which is always fun to see. Mirror matches are probably one of my favorite, because then it's actually more of a true perspective from one to the other. So we know that they're going to come in from the far side.
Yeah, we're watching it.
So
District.
again, in the defensive, just waiting for DeathSquad to move around and see if they come up from behind.
Yeah, so we haven't had them appear out in the middle yet, which makes me possibly think they're trying to flank around on the far, what would be the Hoons right side. Usually, if you haven't come up by mid now, you're usually gone up top and tried to work your way around.
Okay.
So looks like we have a little bit of a gunfire exchange, not too much, but there they are. DeathSquad 5 starting to poke their head out. Shots fired back and forth. Hit markers not really going off, as I can tell. Gray Fox downing.
No,
Couldn't
actually,
see
no,
who that is.
I'll probably shoot in that tree.
I think a revive went off, but it's really tough to see sometimes. The names flash there for a second and they go away.
Yeah, and sometimes the pixelation doesn't really help, especially when you're trying to commentate and the image isn't super clear.
Yeah.
My guess is we'll see something from the red stairs and probably that.
Not a whole lot happening thus far. I think DeathSquad just trying to figure out the best way to approach this.
They could launch just a shitload of grenades like they did last time, so just watch the grenade barrage.
That was terrifying.
HoonsGoons
That was terrifying.
talking about what they should do. Apparently DeathSquad is known for a grenade barrage. DeathSquad seems to be very silent. Did you break it?
I'm breaking a whole lot of stuff here right now, guys. I'm so sorry, so sorry. Give me a second.
Let me know if they're launching grenades, right? Because then I'll move.
It's a lot of weight you got there.
I think I heard fizzy.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Considering that I just
No, it's fine. Just crop it.
no, that wasn't it.
Hoon just barely missing a bunch of grenades there. Beaton going down.
Oh shit. It's okay. It's okay. I did my go. 2 should be down now.
Grenades were going out by Chuck. Hoon downing post. Looks like he's got the elimination.
Yeah, good work.
Gray
Oh, he's
Fox down
self-revived,
White
guys.
Blood.
He's self-revived. He's getting up.
Self revive. He got up. He's hiding behind the garbage can. He's poking out.
Good work.
And that looks to be it. That would
That's
make
gonna
the
be
score
their little
2.
tactic. As soon as they have
Nothing
contact,
for
they're just gonna
HoonsGoons.
launch their grenades at us.
Still no emotes. No, we're not sure if there's a delay on Twitch's end due to the holiday season or not, but we've had that emote in pending for a little while, and even on my own channel I put in for another emote, and that one has not been approved yet either.
Guys, bear with me.
So you guys.
So Wild Wolf is working on a bunch of back end stuff and breaking everything for when Paco gets back.
It'll be fine when you get back, Paco, I promise. Okay, so we didn't really get a chance to
I'm still not there.
why does it always kick you out? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I just passed.
What do you have it set at?
It's just supposed to stay on full screen, and for some reason it keeps kicking you out.
No worries.
See,
Do you have
it just kicked you out again.
Are you adjusting things on the other?
So we're gonna do end on this one.
Not even touching the screen.
We'll just do
Is it minimizing?
Yeah, it rotates.
I don't know what it's doing.
automatically.
But
Yeah,
for some reason,
So
it keeps.
how are you capturing it?
Just through the screen capture.
Do you guys think you can bring anything?
So am I minimizing when you're clicking on other things?
No, not until like a couple of times it just randomly does it. But anyway, guys, we're at 2-0. Before we go into the next match, I'm going to continue to monitor this, make sure things try to go as smooth as possible. But I wanted to give a shout out to both teams here. We'll start with DeathSquad 5. We'll name all. On the HoonsGoons.
Ready?
But why don't we go in? Why does it keep coming? Okay, give me a second, guys. I need to fix this. Something's happening here.
All right, I'm gonna jump in. We're okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it looks
Alright,
like
good luck, guys.
we are going to bunker. If this is correct, yes, it is correct. Okay, so it looks like we are going on to bunker.
I got like messages from a few people telling me to watch out for
We are
terrorists.
also removing the source for which we're watching this on.
Yeah, well, no, we're not
Why is it on there? Okay,
It's-
I'm just gonna
it's-
I'm just gonna let you do it.
It's
Sorry.
on there.
I'm just watching this take place in the background, guys, and I'm just like, what in the actual? So we do have HoonsGoons starting on the blue side.
I like a good gunfight.
Oh, red side. Sorry, my bad. I'm an idiot, and I need to learn my colors.
Look at all you bald fucks.
So this is they're going far left. Looks like possibly boxing. A lot of grenades going out.
Beto getting a couple of downs, but he's going down himself. Looks like Chuck's moving in, trying to get some of the eliminations, but he could not get Beto up, but
I got our back covered.
A whole lot of grenades, a whole lot of bodies go flying, and it looks like Chuck is cleaning up here.
Foxton, who coming around to protect him, getting the revive, Hoon getting the last couple of eliminations there. It looks like over on bunker, HoonsGoons are starting off strong
I am hosting.
and potentially getting the other victory here. I don't know if you've ever faced off against the HoonsGoons before.
Not really.
No, that was great.
Joker, are you referring to our voices, game audio, or like the whole thing in general? But we do have HoonsGoons winning 3-0. And what's going on, JP Stefko? How are you, sir? Welcome to the channel. Or welcome to the stream, I should say.
Yeah, if we are quiet at all, or if the game audio is quiet at all, yeah, see, you keep getting dropped. I've never seen that problem before. But if you guys have any issues with audio, please let me know and I will fix it immediately.
So it seems like a Joker problem.
Okay. Please do let me know if you guys hear the game audio fine. I want to make sure you guys can hear that because I know that was a concern in the past and people really wanted to hear the game audio.
And then I know when when Scrub Squad was playing, the game audio was a little bit loud.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it is 3-0. The score is correct. Wolf has been doing a good job with that, not necessarily the rest of the background
not with
stuff,
everything else.
But at least he is on point with the scores.
Yeah, just trying to get
Stream volume is low, according to Karen.
All right, here we go.
Stream volume is low. I don't know why. But I'm going to work on that, and as we move into bunker, and HoonsGoons are now going to play the defensive. so far, HoonsGoons are coming out quite strong. Not surprised, Hoon being at the top there of the leaderboard.
So now we have the defensive at the back of the red side. So usually the common place is to go to the far left, and sort of it looks like they're also splitting 2 and 2.
Up the top, or I guess I'll just go.
No, it looks like they're just gonna try and hold off this back hallway, which
I don't really like this.
the Hoon doing some weird things with Chuck.
You know, the getting sexual gratification from stabbing someone is called pinkerism, and I think he's suffering from that as we see him stab some of his teammates. But that aside, it looks like they're going to be sitting in the back stairwell here, attempting to defend the laptop.
You can put the jammer in the red stairs.
Yeah, Karen, that's just a sign of you're getting old. Your hearing is starting to go.
I did adjust our volume a little bit, so we may be a little bit louder. Chuck finding some hit markers, but he's got to watch out for those grenades. A couple impacts going out. As you saw, DeathSquad 5, they're throwing frag grenades along with impact grenades in hopes to get those grenades to explode earlier. Chuck getting elimination there from very sneakily around the corner.
Yeah, nice.
Hoon almost getting hurt, but his teammate shooting the grenade. Chuck blinded. Can't see anything, but shooting blindly regardless, getting a couple of downs. Gray supporting him, getting a couple of eliminations.
Alright, one's in front of me. Reloading.
I believe there's only one left. Chuck getting down on Yo Daddy and the elimination.
I literally stared at a doorway the whole match.
And that's it. HoonsGoons walking away with another victory.
I don't think we should do that.
4-0.
We just didn't really play
It's a
bunker.
little sketchy.
I'm wondering if we're gonna see another one of those 12-0 streaks here.
That's fine.
Yeah, they I believe so this should be week 4 match for them. So week 3 they actually did a 12-0 sweep against Akoro's Disciples.
Possibly. I'd have to go back. There's so much happening right now. I'm not sure. Swami said 11-1. Well,
Yeah.
Swami could be wrong. I mean, there's a chance Swami could be wrong.
Swami was wrong on one of our casts last week. Was it against Stabs? Okay.
And I didn't get to formally say hi to everyone. SoFlo, Karen, Joker, JP Stefko, Vong, thank you guys for showing up. Sorry about the very rough launch. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare. Completely my fault, guys. But we are here, and I want to thank everyone for sticking through all the weird stuff that's been happening. Don't worry, Paco will be back after the holidays, and things should run a little bit more smoothly.
We cannot wait.
I don't know how I did this before. I didn't have as much as what he has going on here. So, but if you, here's the thing.
It works for him.
It works for him, and that's great. I really appreciate it. Everything that he's been doing. And if you really want to see him come back, I mean, you can tell him, just head on over to our Discord channel, hit him up, let him know, Paco, we miss you. We really need you to come back. Wolf sucks at doing this whole bit, and he's only good at talking. So go ahead, follow us over, hit that Discord link, follow us over there, and hang out with us. We talk pretty much daily. And if you want to go support us, you can also support us over on our Patreon. We are going to be putting up more content over there. I know there's already content up, so if you're interested in seeing what that is, be sure to hit us up there at patreon.com/ahcommentary. Selfless plug as we move into our next round, which looks like it's at the office.
Yes, this is a fun map.
I still like it.
Oh, Skull's got dual monitors.
I played a little bit after you had, last time you and I had played. Call him at 615-867-5309. After we had stopped playing the other night, I played a little bit more and actually ran this map like 3 times, and I forgot how much I actually enjoyed it. But boy, you really get on the other team quick, as we're seeing here, as the HoonsGoons move in and already get hit markers on DeathSquad 5.
Someone watch my right. Okay,
I got it.
I'll watch you guys back. One went out.
I think I might hear them in the room.
So yeah, I think one went up into the room. Did they not?
I'm gonna go inside.
They are claiming that they went over into the room,
I'm down
but
here.
there's no movement.
I thought I said first goals and hit markers.
So did somebody actually get out then?
Yeah, one guy
Yeah.
actually got out, bro. Like, he's so should have been dead as well.
Hoon sneaking up to the door, getting it open, trying to avoid any potential grenades, as there were.
Yeah, just watch there in case.
Chuck backing up, avoiding those grenades.
Do you think he went under or not?
They closed the door.
Hard to say.
Grenades going out, went over the side. Bad throw by DeathSquad.
A little too much Kobe on that one.
A little too much Kobe.
Nice shot.
Chuck getting elimination.
I think I heard footsteps, guys. I think I heard footsteps.
Yeah, because one made it downstairs, so he can play.
He really snuck those impacts right around that door frame. Very impressive. B-Tone getting elimination himself.
Oh, my impact hit his impact.
Oh,
Wow.
Vikings are eliminating the
away.
Hoon.
Chuck getting downed. No one there to support him, and it looks like DeathSquad
I'm gonna get last
Stay
out
together, boys, no?
maybe even now. 2 and
Give us
2.
call-outs then.
Last two
Who's
are
going to
inside room.
win? Gray Fox moving slowly in. It
Oh,
looks like
so
they're
the
going to
other
split.
door- Yeah, the one that B's at, right past that door, are like concussions and mines, but you could open the door and safely shoot inside from the outside of the room. There's
Trying to
also
figure out
weapons
which
system.
one's the best way to approach this. I think that'll matter which way
Oh,
they
you
go.
have
They're
impact? If you throw
I
it on
do.
the left of the door. No, left of the
Right now, they're going to play a little
Because they're
bit
gonna close
of
the
the
door,
door
so-
game
There's
here.
a mine on the. There's a
Trying
mine
to
on the-
get
That's fine. We'll pick them up.
personal eyes on where the
one's
enemy
right-
is.
right
Okay,
across.
okay, let me know when that guy's at that door again and I'll throw an impact. Or
Wait,
do you want
wait,
me to
beat
open
on,
the
beat
door?
on.
Go
Opposite
to-
you. One's right opposite you. If you go behind the coffee machine, next time you shut the door, go behind the coffee machine.
a lot of comms going back and forth.
1 second, Greg.
Hopefully, you guys can hear it. If you cannot, please let me know, and I will adjust the volume.
He's straight in front behind the computers. Like,
It's all about timing here. B-Tone trying to get some of the shots in.
Yeah, the
One's
one
got
next to
a
the
low
door has a
shot.
shotgun.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yeah, auto shotgun.
You know, if I were in this situation,
But
I'd
there's,
probably
like,
go
he's
around to
standing
the other
above
side,
one of his own
especially
lines,
after
so-
hearing that the person closest to the door has a
Hold on,
shotgun.
Greg, I need to heal. I didn't realize he was
That
gonna
is
actually
not a
try to
door I
heal
would
me.
want to
Yeah,
breach.
B, if you have impact.
Yeah.
B-Tone is sitting
do.
way back
go to the
there.
right
I
of the
know
door.
he's a pretty good shot. If you guys aren't familiar with B-Tone, he also was in a bunch of tournaments for Farpoint, and he actually won a couple, so very good player there.
When it opens, you gotta get it
tight
behind the door.
door as you can go.
Yeah, trying to get some pot shots in long range when the door's open, but I think they're just gonna. Oh my God, B-Tone eating a grenade to the face. That's
not
the
the
thing with
enemies.
impacts.
I'd have to stand in front. There's no way from this way.
I think
was
maybe he
close to the
thought he had
other door.
There's
frags.
a motion sensor there, yeah.
And Gray is moving around. I don't think he's running
Go, 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 go.
quietly here. Oh, Gray getting the upper hand, flanking. B-Tone moving in,
That's it.
getting concussed but not eliminated. Wow, what a breach by Gray Fox and B-Tone. Able to get that victory, coming down to just mere seconds, I believe.
Well, I tried to get it in,
Yeah,
but
that
the
was
hit markers on those fucking
that was
grenades,
interesting.
apparently.
Interesting hold. Was Gray Fox running Ninja?
I think so, because the guy on DeathSquad did not
I saw nothing.
react to his movement at all. It was very
Yeah,
strange.
because I'm pretty sure there was a motion sensor on that back wall.
And even with the motion, even if there wasn't a motion sensor, I mean, I would assume
You'd
Mu-
hear the footsteps or something.
something like that, because he wasn't squatting. He was running up, and even with the door opening, it seemed like he had a slow reaction. What's up, Rob? Welcome. Thank you for joining.
What's going on, Raz?
Sorry I didn't respond to your text earlier. I've been racing around all evening, but
Sorry, 1 second.
you're fine.
Hey Matt, I've got wicked odds. I'll give you 12-1 on Hoons. $50? I'll take that bet. All right, thanks, buddy. Pocket.
Oh, that's so funny. Poor Matt. He shouldn't have given himself up in Discord.
There's a guy that needs an intervention. Let me tell you.
That was his first downfall. So now the score is 5-0. HoonsGoons ahead. So far, I don't want to say that they're slow matches. Some of them linger just a little bit. They're good matches, but definitely one-sided. There's just this sense of poise with the HoonsGoons that even if they're down a few players, they still seem to bring the heat.
Yeah, so switching it back up on office here. Outside of the glass room is looks like where we're defending.
Oh no, we can. Defend
So do they push out to mid? Do they go downstairs?
Oh yeah.
Or do they just go into the office?
I think they should probably stay in the office. I mean, this is the best spot to defend.
Gray, or do you want to put your motion sensor somewhere there, Gray?
I don't have a motion sensor.
Okay.
And now they're just playing doing a little dance together.
More knifing each other. Soon they'll be forking.
We'll hear the concussion mines go off if we know somebody.
So they set up a few traps,
Got the concussion mines on that.
more so to alert them where the enemy actually is, which is something that's the tactic I generally do too. Mama Firewall, 500-bit cheer from Rez. Thank you
500
very much,
biddies.
sir. Appreciate that so much. You're a very sweet, sweet man.
Yeah, I'll be the door opener.
I should know.
Much appreciated. And 10.
That's right, it's called.
Look, I even got one.
Let's hope he
10 emotes shared? Wow. Oh, what
I got-
the heck is
I-
that, a reindeer?
Yeah, I think it's like a baby reindeer, dude.
Baby Rudolph.
Cute
Horns
as all
haven't even
hell.
grown in.
I say, Gray, you come over here and help us shoot, eh?
You know, Rudolph really was the special one in the group.
Yeah, they're coming down. They are coming down.
I'm opening
Well, looks like we have some shots get fired. It looks Whitecon down in B-Tone and the Hoon. Jesus, what happened?
It looks like the entire DeathSquad 5 team is moving down that kitchen hallway. All of them, yep, all 4 of them are set up there. If they got a couple of impacts out that door, they could have had an upper hand and maybe eliminate a couple of them. But now they're going to be playing a little bit of this door game, I'm sure. Now that they know where the HoonsGoons are posted up.
Okay.
It's okay, whatever. We're okay.
At least I closed it, yeah.
So again, it's just going to be a cat and mouse game.
On this door, so.
And here is going to be whoever can get the first or second elimination. If they both get an elimination, it's still going to be a tied up. But here, I don't know. I think Hoons have the upper hand. They can get that pre-fire nice and early, get the double fire. Chuck getting the down, getting a couple of grenades out there. DeathSquad also throwing in a couple of grenades, but Hoons getting the upper hand, still receiving all the cover that the office has to give. Hoons pushing out B-Tone in pursuit as well.
Looks like they are about to chase him down.
They decided not to go too far out. They don't want to get or give the DeathSquad the upper hand here. They could easily send someone around to investigate, maybe pull a flank. It looks like Buffy is over in Chuck's chat. Hello, Buffy. And Chuck just getting the pre-fire and slowly going back into position.
Just back up like nothing ever happened.
Nothing to see there, folks. Nothing to see there. That's making this already a 6-0 game. HoonsGoons
Have we
really taking it to
really
them.
done 6 games already?
Yeah, yeah. It's wild, and we've only been live for 35 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, but you know what doesn't take 35 minutes?
What's that?
Going and joining our Discord. It doesn't take more than like 2 minutes. Go ahead and click that link below and join a very fun, friendly community. We actually are growing our community. A few people have joined within the past week, so it's been really awesome to see, and you guys have been great in the Discord. If you want to stay up to date with everything that we do here on the channel, or with some ideas that we might have and share with you guys, please go check that out. And also go ahead and check out our Patreon. Again, we're posting some stuff up over there, patreon.com/ahcommentary. Don't miss out. Check it out and meet us right back here.
I hear that there's going to be a new intro.
Oh, is there?
Same great music, but a little bit different clips.
Wolf is a used car salesman. Yeah, I'm persistent. I'm very persistent, Joker. If nothing else, I can't sell a penny, but if anything, I'm very good at giving the same message over and over again. So I think they're actually switching up hosts here. I see at least 2 members in that party are
What is
gone.
the deal with Patreon? So Patreon is similar to it's a month-to-month subscription. So there are 3 different tiers. One to basically help us out and be able to see what we post, are like the basics of what we post on Patreon. There's another tier that has just recently got readjusted for what's actually included in that, and I don't 100% remember what Paco adjusted it to. But we do our creative process meetings. As Karen can protest to, that it is an absolute disaster. It's amazing that we get anything done.
It's amazing that we're even here tonight.
It's amazing that we're even here tonight. We did actually record this fiasco, but I'm sure that.
Well, this,
so it's
this,
basically
this is
sort
a
of a
recording
behind the
in and
scenes.
above itself.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of the behind the scenes stuff of us doing our ideas, or coming up with one of us basically having an idea to do something, kind of pitching the idea and seeing where it kind of grows.
Yeah, well, Joker, that's a tier 3 perk. So if you are a tier 3 patron, then you get to see some very explicit things. But you know, you really have to pay top dollar there. So, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So beware entering that tier 3.
We're also so in the new year we're also doing so rather than us having to pitch the Discord and the Patreon, we're gonna have a commercial that I'm working on. So we might post that up there first for anybody as a Patreon to be able to see the trailer and the commercial. And there might be some scenes in that one that may not get in on the stream side, because I got a couple ideas, but it will probably not go for Twitch. Probably won't. Yeah, we'll see some of the comments, some of the ideas that we have. So we might record them even knowing that they're going to be in the final cut, but we might do a director's cut.
Yeah. Something will get up for the general public to see, but if you really want to see the good stuff, definitely go over, check out the Patreon. We're not going to be shy about anything. I mean, when we all get together off screen, it's crazy. And the ideas, so anything you see that is comical in nature is coming from the sick mind in the screen next to me. Because I'm not funny at all, but Titch is absolutely hilarious. So a lot of the funny ideas come from this guy. So definitely thank him for that one.
All right, so it looks like we are moving into our next match. Unfortunately, I was not paying attention as to what map we were doing.
I don't think we are yet. I think they were switching hosts and we're getting back into lobby.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. A little bit of downtime.
Chopper, thank you for the bits there, man. I appreciate it. If I'm looking off to the side, it's because I set up my screens backwards, so apologize about that, folks.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately down to 2 monitors because my HDMI to DisplayPort adapter died.
Yikes.
So things are not, it sucks. When you're used to 3 monitors and then you're down to 2, things are not in the positions where I'm used to having them.
Joker, that tattoo is on my foot, so you know, it's not only it's not only just a tattoo of Titch, but it's also a foot fetish thing, so I can't really show that on Twitch either.
If you're sensitive, do not go there. Wolf actually swears. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That was one of the first things Karen said. She's like, Wolf actually swore. I can't believe it.
I do. I got a bit of a trucker mouth, folks. I am quite reserved. I know when to be professional and when not to be. But if you want to see me in all my vocabulary glory, please, go check that stuff out. Or if I'm not streaming, just go over to Titch's stream if we're playing together, and you'll hear it there too.
Yeah, I tread the line on this stream, but in mine, just about anything goes.
Yeah, we use those sentence enhancers quite a bit.
Hello, Wolf Praise. Hello, Titch.
What's going on, Chuck? How are you, man? What's up, Hoon?
Show a little bit of love.
Blows like a trucker. Okay. Anyway, we are now on docks. Speaking of blows, and one of my most fondest memories here was when Vong in the match, I think it was either his semifinal or it was his finals match, he had such a well-placed grenade that put Cafe Con Leche in such a better position and got the victory in that round. think it was against NAC. It must have been the final match.
Kobe.
Yeah, it was beautiful. HoonsGoons now have the arduous task of moving up the boat.
Yeah.
I never like attacking when you have to go up these ramps.
Yeah, it's changed recently. Whereas it used to be holding the edge of the boat and shooting a lot down, people have sort of allowed people to sort of come up here and just try to pick off their head as they poke up. It's not a bad change in strat, but sometimes I like to change it up and go back to the old school way.
Here's another beautiful thing about VR, guys, is that he was able to see right underneath those pallets where someone was running. And now he's trying to get the upper hand, shooting around the corner, getting some grenades out, getting a couple hit markers there, only getting it down though, not the elimination. And there is a revive. I can't really make out these names, guys, sorry.
Yeah, I believe it was post positive then went down.
Yes, yes. So they're deciding to regroup on the other side of the boat now. Possibly going up the far right ramp, which is heading right towards the laptop. But rather than a two and two, looks like they're going as a whole group. There's a very bad choke point. If a well-placed grenade got there, it could do a lot of damage.
On a sensor.
These
If they
sensors
didn't
are
know,
wild.
they know now.
I got it.
They are running out of time. They still have plenty of time left.
Beetle downing white blood. Chuck, oh, downing plus positive. So plus positive just got eliminated.
Even with that suppressor on there, Chuck getting the elimination from such a distance. Watching the back, Hoon getting it down. Chuck moving around the side of the container, surprising DeathSquad member. And I believe that's a complete team elimination. Now they just have to get the jammer. And once again, get a laptop for another victory.
Making a score now 7-0.
And they're walking away with a total of 3 points this evening. Now the rest is pudding.
Pudding pop.
Again, very good match. These HoonsGoons are just so orchestrated. Like every move that they make seems practiced, and I think that's what's making them very successful here. DeathSquad is they're not doing terrible. They're just not getting the upper hand, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna go back to docks, right? So Hoons are gonna be defending on the docks. What do you think it's gonna be? On the boat or down below?
I think we're gonna see the same spawn point. It's gonna be up on the boat. More often than not, we've seen the same spawn point because you can't every time you come back to the lobby. It changes the map, so then you don't get that rotation in the spawn point all the time, and I think it really messes up the randomization and why we've seen so many of the same spawn points each round. Hashtag no life. Some would
True
say
story.
that. Some would say that. Some would say natural talent.
Bottom of a middle ramp. This says Joker.
I still think it's going to be on the boat, just the way history has dictated thus far throughout this season.
History is written by the winners.
Wow, we have a total of 14 subs. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Moving into docks once more, and we're up on the boat.
I just realized this boat.
Not the same location, but up on the boat nevertheless.
Pretty
So
close.
let's see. Are they going to allow them to kind of push up onto the boat, or are they going to hold them off down, shooting from down
I
below?
think they're going to stand at the top of the ramps. At least get an eye of where DeathSquad. I'm on a boat. Okay, I'm not going to sing that. Sorry, I don't want to run you guys away. But I think they're going to get an idea of where DeathSquad is and then adjust their defense from there. That's generally what I would do. That's generally what I see most people do.
I mean, let's say we're over here, Chuck goes down. We're probably not going to be able to get to him in time.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why
maybe
I
he's
normally
not
like.
that far.
Yeah, that's why I normally like.
And it's such a good vantage point from up here. You
Well, you
put
know what,
yourself in a
guys?
little bit of a tough spot, but you may get hit like once, maybe twice, as you try to escape. But at least you get visuals.
For like I don't know, another team maybe.
Well, I can get to you pretty close, just like not like right away.
And it's,
I got a
when
feeling they're
go
gonna
down,
come
like,
up
they still gotta come up down here.
behind Chuck on the. If they're coming pushing up from the bottom, that would be the right side of the boat. Back where the entire HoonsGoons
Oh, yeah, great.
team
You
is.
don't
That's where I
have to
think
be
they're
there
coming
sometimes to see
from.
the right ramp.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Watch the farm.
No signs from anywhere.
I'll check and see the
Yeah, so far nothing. No chevrons,
So I'm going to go close
no
in case he goes down.
shots fired.
Raz apparently dropping a Patreon
Yes.
subscription.
Love you, bro. Thank you.
As a supporter.
Oh yeah.
Up, Chuck. Chuck the Clipper. So far, not much action here. I
Hear them?
think
Alright, they're coming up the right ramp.
just
Copy.
as I speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck downing white blood.
From that distance, man, with a suppressor.
No.
For anyone who doesn't know, the suppressor actually takes off a bit of range from whatever weapon it's attached to. So the fact that he's getting those shots is very impressive.
Shit, I don't know if you got it the right or not.
Yeah, a lot of people have been running the suppressor lately.
I've noticed that. I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but I've seen so many people do it. I've actually started to do it.
Just follow it because.
Yeah.
They're running out of
Well, you
time.
know, I'm not a pro anymore.
Pretty quick here.
No. No.
I used to be, but I have less than 2 million experience, so.
Drifting crazy right now. I'm good. I'm just restarting the controller.
The thought of Titch
That's
pole
why
dan-
I'm here.
The thought of Titch pole dancing sealed it for Raz. I remember you gotta get to that tier 3. Shots being fired behind Chuck with a couple of impacts.
Get back.
Hoon going down, but there's a revive by B-Tone. Chuck trying to
I
get
got
some
them
of the
stuck on the
shots
Okay. Don't get shot. Don't get
while they're running up the ramp, but the entire HoonsGoons squad is over there. While Chuck covers the rear, make sure there's no hard flank.
I'm skipping. Okay, now they're on the red railing.
B-Tone downing post positive and white blood.
I need help. Grenades. 3-3. I got 2 down there, boys. Slow grenades.
B-Tone going down, getting revived. B-Tone eliminating white blood.
I think that's the first
Hoon downing
elimination.
GoDaddy.
There's another elimination. DeathSquad is falling.
Dude, there's some lag going on here.
I'm serious, like I don't hit, bro.
As we can hear, the HoonsGoons are every single member on HoonsGoons is experiencing some sort of lag here.
All right.
I believe there's one more member. Nope, that's it. It looks like HoonsGoons are walking away despite the lag with another victory, making the score 8-0. Transition.
Hoon is the weakest link. Joker, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. As I kick him from chat. Right click.
I don't even know if there is a
And-
tier 4, Karen. I don't think we can do that. Is that possible over on Patreon? Can we make 18 tiers? 19, 20? How many tiers can we make?
I don't know, but how many tiers do we really need? Considering we were talking about how we don't understand why people would pay to see us anyway. We put the stuff out there for people to support us, but we honestly don't believe people are gonna do it.
Yeah, no, we really don't. And then when
And then,
Karen
like-
became a patron, we were like, oh man, now we really got to put something up there.
It's true.
Oh,
We were like,
goodness.
we need to record our meeting this, like, I think it was that Monday.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Karen,
we were like, we felt
Karen
so
joined
bad
on
for
like the
Karen.
Friday, and then we had the meeting on the Monday.
Oh goodness! So I'm surprised that they actually switched hosts at halftime, because now they seem to be experiencing some pretty bad lag.
Yeah, I got figure out with the Karen. It's tough with the holiday season. I mean, Christmas is in like was it like 3 days?
Yeah, good job,
Guys?
Chuck.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. It's Wednesday, so yeah.
Yeah, so
3 more
3 days
days.
to Christmas, and I gotta try and meet up with a Karen to do some recordings for our.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so funny. I'm not even going to be a part of it. I just want to watch the end result. It's going to be hilarious.
It's
I
gonna
didn't-
be good.
I did
It's
not
gonna-
catch the map that we're going to, but we'll see in just a few seconds as HoonsGoons enters the next round on attack. And
Oh, were you not paying attention? It was containment.
I wasn't. No. Yeah. Well, you're also watching a video that's a little bit ahead of mine. And if DeathSquad does win, Titchy will have to shave your face. That's what Joker says.
Like my whole face, like just like skin, everything.
It's skin and everything. You got to go down to that new
Look at that thing.
baby bottom tushy skin. Knock off
Like-
the first couple layers.
Like right down to the muscle.
One white room,
You know,
two white room.
getting back to the
One, two,
game
three,
real
four
quick, I noticed that Chuck is using Eagle Eye, and you even used Eagle Eye in your match. Are you finding people are using Eagle Eye more often?
We got a motion sensor.
I don't know if we really found Eagle Eyes more often. It was just something that I did one time. Because I mean, for the Scrub Squad, like I do the best comms. We all have our strong suits. I mean, everybody watches my stream has always said that my comms or directions have always been the best for the squad. So it was just something that I did one day, and on a certain maps, depending on what map we were on or who we're up against, sometimes we'll do it.
I'll put a motion sensor on that side.
But I don't necessarily would say that it's kind of becoming a more of a big thing.
I have to say, I think at the last match that I watched, someone was using Eagle Eye, and then we just see Chuck the Clipper here using Eagle Eye, and I wonder if it's map specific, honestly, because there are certain
believe
maps
it
that
is.
are better suited for it, you know, like containment, definitely for sure.
Yeah. Double door.
This can be a hard area to breach for sure.
Down. Well, one's down, by the way. He got revived, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's two. Oh, he opened here. He's behind you. He's coming out. He's coming out. Yeah. He just went back. He went back in. He went
And
back
that
in,
was
he
a
went
very
back in.
risky move by DeathSquad
But
to
he
try
does have a
to
door open
breach
and
through
he's
that
looking
door
at it.
rather than
And
sit and
then-
defend.
And then there's one on the right past the double doors. Right past the double doors.
Beaton getting it down. There's a revive. Beaton getting another down. He's leading the group. Chuck getting a lucky impact grenade in there.
Chuck almost getting down there. Red better not stub his toe.
Fortunately, he was able to retreat quick enough. There was a frag grenade that went out, but a teammate shot it, protecting everybody.
Beaton downing white blood. Chuck getting it down. Elimination post positive.
Moving in,
And
getting the
I believe that's
hat.
it.
And there it is.
That was it.
They really are just chugging along here. Scores now 9-0. And my mouse wants to do funny things and not allow me to track properly. Okay, here we go. I think we are updated, folks.
Apparently, Helen and Jesse tied for 10th in comms for the Scrub Squad.
Tied for 10th. What? Camp Kid Kill. What's going on? Thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
What's going on, Camp Kid?
There is no secondary video. Now, you know, that was one thing in the Discord that people were confused about, why people weren't streaming, and then there was this big to-do about stream sniping. And I think what people misunderstand about streaming is that naturally there is a delay. And in a game like this, a few-second delay is significant. So stream sniping, although is possible, can be difficult and not really supportive or helpful for your team in the end. So, and for people who do have a delay when they stream, whether through the software or through whatever they're streaming through, I don't know. I don't see it as a big issue, but it's been a deterrent for people to even stream at all, which is unfortunate.
And then we had that random video that appeared on the Discord.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was weird after the fact. It's kind of sad about that.
We got episodes of The Witcher to watch.
We do have another viewpoint, another perspective for HoonsGoons, but again, I couldn't get it set up fast enough. So, again, my fault, guys. Sorry about that.
Teaching stream sniping classes this Thursday. I wouldn't take any classes from Joker, guys. The guy can't even tie his own shoes.
Sure you can. He just pulls the strap over and
Yeah, he uses Velcro.
Yes, Rob, exactly. Fast-paced type of game, stream sniping doesn't really work.
But I'll leave back just in case you die.
So we see again another situation
I'll leave you one
where
so you don't have to move.
teams are defending the same exact areas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
My hope in the future is that FCE can kind of eliminate the random spawns of the laptops and just keep all the spawns that they've had and just cycle through those so that there's greater
On the right.
Randomization of the spawn points, because this back and forth where the teams are always at the same spawn point it's not very exciting. But here we are in the white room. HoonsGoons trying to set up, watching those double doors. I didn't see a barricade, did you?
I did not.
Stay duck. Quack.
And by barricade, I think you mean. I'm assuming you mean door blocker.
Yeah. I Call of Duty in my head, and I'm always thinking barricade.
All right, so we look at somebody on the left door, I believe.
Definitely sounds like it.
Motion sensor on or something.
Right hand side, B-tone side. It sounds like he's got some shots fired.
Oh. I feel like it's crowded over here. Should I go in that room?
It is very crowded over here.
I'm gonna go. Oh.
Yeah, you can go in. There's 2 people.
I still don't see any door blockers, but they do have visuals and they can get that pre-fire.
Guys, are you guys off? Okay. I'm watching middle, so somebody's gotta watch that left door.
And DeathSquad is going to have a very difficult time entering this room, especially if they're going to come through the side doors. I think they'd have a better chance coming through the double door.
Yeah, I think this is almost one of those ones where you almost want to, against these guys, you almost want to push all at the same time, hit all 3 doors, and hope for the best.
Suppressive fire?
Throw in some grenades, hope to get them to scatter a little bit, allow you to push in and maybe get some shots.
Yeah, and the only trouble with that is if you're going to breach all doors, you're probably going to have at least 2 of your members running alone, not supported by any revives.
Take risks, get rewards.
Oh, on the left?
Or get shit off, one or 2.
Most likely the latter.
Oh, grenades.
Couple grenades going out. Just like you had said, hoping to get them to scatter, which they did, but they didn't push in.
A little bit of the pre-fire.
Seeing if he can sneak a grenade around that corner. We hear a lot of gunshots at the other end of this room. Chuck needs to stay near that door. He doesn't want them to get the advantage.
There's still one on that left shot.
He might have backed up. Oh,
Hold on.
Gray Fox going down. Close positive, downing him.
Chuck holding the center door.
I don't know.
Getting a
the
couple hit
doors are
markers
clear
there.
still.
Not a down yet.
They shoulda came
But the
in.
guy's definitely seeing red.
What's your
There's almost no wasted shots at all. A couple wasted grenades there, but no wasted shots. That grenade went right over his head. He was able to move in, get that elimination. Gray Fox also getting a couple of eliminations, and it looks like DeathSquad 5 is down to 1 member.
He's running down the left.
Couple impacts going out, and Chuck goes down. I think that's the first time he was eliminated tonight.
It's private.
Viking Storm's getting the elimination for their team, but not enough. Unfortunately, not enough.
Yeah, there's some serious lag going on. It's okay. They wanted to host.
And again, they're saying that there's some lag, but it does not seem to be affecting their performance as HoonsGoons are now up 10-0, and we move into our final map of the evening.
Yeah, and Joker, I did hear that Dice Man is a cheater. I was also in a stream, in Toby Talk stream, and I also heard something else about Dice Man that maybe Karen will fill you in on. I can't really say it on stream.
But it doesn't matter, right? The points are still
Yeah,
the
in
same.
camp that does suck, but those impacts are, you know, they're great if you can use them right. But there are a lot of frag users who have been doing wonderful, wonderful things, especially my co-host Titch here, who is absolutely fantastic with those frag grenades.
I've been known to get a couple of Kobe's.
Just a couple.
Couple well placed.
So I think we're going to, where are we going? District?
We're going back to district.
I think so. That's what it looked like. Before that was cargo, but Paco, 14, my friend, 14. It's always nice. And I'm sorry, Paco, but I have screwed up your stream.
Yeah,
And
badly.
once again, I want you to go back and watch the recording and enjoy the entertainment.
Yes, that's right, Paco. Only one more sub for us to open up a second slot for us to put another emote on pending for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't understand why those emotes are pending. I can only assume it's because of the holidays, but that makes absolutely no sense to me either. But they are there. We actually, maybe that's something that we can shoot everybody, get a screenshot, put it in Discord so no one thinks that we're lying. Not that anyone here would think we are, but still.
Yeah, exactly. I put one up on my channel, and it's still pending as well. And I think we did them both the same day.
Please come back quickly. I'm sorry, Karen. I just had a much simpler setup than he did. But thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. I know you're out with family, so it's cool that you're here. But yeah, we're going back to district. Oh man, I'm so glad I shaved.
I hear for Christmas, Paco's parents are going to love him this year.
They're gonna love him this year?
Yeah.
What a gift. Oh goodness.
We decided to love you this year, dear.
But don't get used to it. It's only one day. Oh goodness! So we're moving back to district, and the HoonsGoons are going to be on attack. I predict we're going to see the same thing happen that we've seen each round tonight, and HoonsGoons are going to come out on top.
Yeah, so looks like we are starting off on the store side, pushing on down. And looks like it's up on the sniper alley.
It looks like Chuck is just moving right in. Already getting some shots. Gray Fox is getting it down. And the elimination as well. A couple of grenades coming out, but clearly missing. They're still playing this distance gunfight, which is definitely in HoonsGoons' favor. They are much more accurate than DeathSquad has been tonight.
Alright, I'll go up. I'm get up before they do.
Chuck is going around trying to get this flank while the rest of his team holds down that midfield line. Chuck getting a quick down. My goodness. Also getting a couple of hit markers there. A couple of members.
Alright, there's three over here.
Those revives are on. DeathSquad still, I think, almost all all members alive. At -1, they're down to 3 members.
It seems like a lot of them are on store.
DB Chopper dropping another 100 biddies in the chat. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Who, you want to go through the store or through the...
Wolf is speechless. So Gray Fox down a false positive, and I didn't quite catch who the other person was down. Looks like Gray Fox going down. Beaton getting the revive.
But again, those shots are just on, and HoonsGoons is capitalizing on what they're best at in getting those shots from a distance, and it's making this tonight's score so far 11-0. Now, if Swami is correct, that means DeathSquad will win this last one. But I don't see it happening. And thank you. Yes, Chopper, thank you so much. I was trying to focus on the game, and I completely had a brain fart. I had no idea what was happening for a second.
Yeah, I think they're the HoonsGoons. Somebody's gonna have an issue after shots are fired. There's going to be a disconnection, putting the Death Squad into a favorable situation, and they're going to pull out their win.
Well, considering the internet issues and the connection issues that they've been having, that's a possibility, actually. The game you want to see is NAC versus HoonsGoons. Yes, I'm thinking the same because I'm seeing a lot of similarities in their play style. They like to play the distance. They also have very, very good aim. Both teams have very good aim. I'm still convinced that Frosty has the best aim out of any player that I've seen. And I've watched a lot, but I've never seen anyone with such precision aiming like him.
Yeah, he is just deadly.
So if anyone were to go up to get, I mean, you can't see the enemy's name anymore, but if they were able to get Frosty down, I think they would have a little bit easier of a time.
But more than likely, HoonsGoons, well, I shouldn't say more than likely, HoonsGoons is going to be top based on week 4, so we're halfway through. They've won every one, so there's a 99% chance that they are advancing out of Group C.
Yeah, very strong possibility. I want to see Chicken Noodle Soup versus NAC Redemption. Yes, that would be another good game to watch. See if Chicken Noodle Soup could win it this year. They were, I don't want to say that they were close last year, but they definitely gave NAC a run for their money.
I'll never forget Vonk's prediction of like 11-1
I know,
for
right?
NAC. What's your prediction? 11-1 NAC. Voting against yourself. I love it.
He was thinking realistically, not hopefully.
Yeah.
That's
That's what happened last round. Is I took a few bullets there. And I had to stand behind
Oh yeah, let's go right.
So again, they're starting in the same spot, and they're gonna defend from here, getting a couple of grenades over, a couple of shots. It looks like someone from Death Squad is moving across midfield, try to get to the opposite side.
Watching my alleyway. Okay.
Chuck moving closer to get a better shot on that red alley,
Yep.
but taking his time.
So I think one did make it center, did they not?
I thought I saw that. There's,
Going back to red.
I didn't see him go down.
Grenades. Incoming grenades.
Chuck again with those shots.
Chuck having a little bit of troubles getting this guy down.
That
There we
was
go.
very
Gets the
strange.
elimination.
Completely like unloaded a whole clip on that guy. B-Tone getting a couple eliminations himself. I think there's only one member of Death Squad left. That may have been a little bit of lag that they were talking about.
Just shooting off the head. Good work.
Hoon getting a revive on B-Tone, and I think that's it.
Thanks for watching. Skull.
There it is.
He's watching too. So GG's.
Yeah,
GG.
shit. Look at him.
Dual monitors.
And
All right.
so there goes Swamis. I think that's 2 games in a row that you did not predict correctly, but that's okay because I think before that you had what, 3?
Yeah, this is true. But Paco did bring up a very interesting. I think you saw that. Did bring up an interesting thing in the Discord where every time that we've had 2 perspectives, that Paco has put the winning team on the left-hand side.
Yes, that's.
So the real prediction winner is actually Paco.
I'm getting shot behind cover here. What's the
Oh, and it looks like they cut their stream. Yee. Let me just pause this real quick.
Yeah, I think
That is not how you pause it.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Oopsie.
But yeah, so that's it, guys. The HoonsGoons has taken the victory over the Death Squad 5. For those who don't know, Death Squad 5 is newer to the season. I don't know if they've played League before, but they weren't in Season 1, so this is their first season in the North American Firewall League. They struggled against a very strong HoonsGoons team, but anyone who knows HoonsGoons probably predicted this. I encourage Death Squad to go back, review this footage, learn from it, and then go on to the next match and get a victory. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We're up to 14 subs. I didn't even think we were going to get 2. So thank you guys so much for that. I can never express how much appreciation I have for you guys.
all bits and everything that everybody has done has been absolutely phenomenal, and we can't thank you guys enough for the support that you guys have given us.
Yeah, it really means a lot, guys. But we're not gonna keep you. I know it's late for a lot of people. It's late for us. But yeah, go check out our Discord. Go join our Patreon. But that's gonna be it for now, guys. This is the Amateur Hour commentary channel on the Wolf Craze, and that's Titch 1987. Until next time, peace.